Blister management for rowers. Ideally, our blisters would never rip open, and they'd heal themselves. Unfortunately, that's not always an option for rowers. Here are some ideas on how you can better manage your blisters. How to drain a blister. Note, only drain a blister for one of two reasons: to reduce pain or to prevent it from popping during training or competition. If you have any pre-existing conditions, or if this process concerns you, consult your doctor first. Wash your hands thoroughly with warm water and soap. You'll want to spend at least 20 seconds and make sure that you get in between the fingers and underneath the fingernails. Soak a swab in iodine and rub the outside of the blister to make sure it's sterile. Make sure you use a sharp and sterile needle to puncture the blister. You can use a disposable hypodermic needle, or you can sterilize the needle with rubbing alcohol, a flame, or boiling water. If you don't have a hypodermic needle, you can sterilize a needle in one of three ways. You can pour rubbing alcohol on a swab and sterilize the needle thoroughly. You can use a flame to sterilize the needle. Or you can dip the needle in boiling water. Use the sterile needle to puncture the outer layer of the blister. Next, push and massage all of the fluid out of the blister. For this next step, you'll need Neosporin, sterile gauze, and medical tape. Rub Neosporin on the drained blister. Place sterile gauze over the blister, and hold the gauze in place with medical tape. How to manage torn skin. Keep the flap if it won't cause further tearing. Otherwise, after washing your hands thoroughly and after sterilizing medical scissors, carefully cut the flap away. How to keep blisters covered during training and competition. Rip off a long strip of athletic tape. Tear the strip in half, halfway down. Then place the strip in between the fingers. Secure the tape on both sides, making sure that it's smooth. And attempt to mold the tape to your hand. Repeat this step until you cover all of the blisters on your hand. Finally, to prevent the tape from rolling up, roll one long strip and wrap the tape around the wrist. Just make sure that you wrap it below the wrist line so that it doesn't affect your feathering. Another good option is to use a liquid bandage like Nu Skin. It's an antiseptic and it'll cover your blister so that it's not open to infection during training. Simply rub the liquid onto the blister and let it dry before rowing. How to keep your calluses from tearing into blisters. Buy a pumice stone, and at the end of each night, soak your hands in warm water. Once your hands have softened, use the pumice stone to rub lightly in circular motions over your calluses. You can also do this at the end of each shower to save time. See a doctor right away if it seems infected. Some signs of infection are: the blister isn't healing, there's discoloration, it becomes refilled with pus, red streaks, you experience a fever, chills, or body aches.